And do you guys want to transition to sales? Is that why you're interested, or? Okay. All right.
Dark side.
Okay. Awesome. And how many are SEs? Awesome. Okay. So I'm presuming everyone else who didn't raise their hand is like an AE or a sales rep. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. The next one is, what are your suggestions to ramp faster and contribute earlier? So in other words, how can we fast track onboarding? And we can go from here. Yeah, this one.
Contribute earlier, ramp faster. A lot of this is going to be just coming down to commitment, right? Time and commitment. And it's going to be investing in yourself, right? Being able to, at the very beginning, just do a lot of consumption, right? We talked about just some of the stuff that led up to the offer or at day one. Now you're in, you have full access to all of these training materials. Beyond that, there's YouTube videos, you have a mentor, ask tons of questions. I think all of those things, again, it just comes down to a lot of time and commitment. I think that's going to be a real differentiator. I also think the more relationships you build within the team is also really good. A lot of times what I've seen also is when two SEs start pretty close in time, they can kind of play off each other, right? And I've seen accelerated ramp that way too.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, a ramp to me is a pretty personal thing, right? Everybody learns at different speeds and learns in different ways. But the more you can get into it, and the more you can do it, the more you actually can be put in front of customers in situations with support, right? Not thrown to the wolves kind of a thing, but I think the faster the ramp will be. The other side of that is the people angle, right? It can't be stated enough that if you have people around you who you can lean on, other members of the team, right, who know their stuff and who are available to you, ideally, leadership who's also available to you, I think that helps a lot. I'd love to hear my team sometimes.
Mine's pretty simple. It's learn the product. I think we get put in a position where we have to know all things about not only our product but the industry, the competitive set, what their what the customer's day-to-day life is, and it's so hard to be dynamic in that setting when you don't have the foundational acumen on knowing what the product is, knowing where its shortcomings are, knowing where you can extend it a little bit. And my advice to anyone who ever joins my team is, I'm going to reduce the noise as much as possible for you in the first 90 days. Focus on the product because you won't get this quiet period back, so you might as well make use of it.
Very good suggestions. And I think mine, taking it a little bit more personally, I'm not sure if anyone's familiar with like the 5-minute journal kind of concept, but I feel like as somebody that needs to take responsibility of really their own, one of the things that I would suggest is kind of doing a 5-minute journal of your day. And keep it on a Google Doc, keep it in a note, keep it in your preferred notepad, but you should be tracking things like, what did I like? What do I feel like I was strong at? What do I feel like I was weak at? And then share that with your manager, because that helps you expose where you feel like you have gaps. It also lets your manager see, oh, this person might be able to ramp here quicker, and it also shows your interest. And that allows me as like a manager to adjust myself and the team around me based on what you're giving me back. And so it's a little bit of a self-assessment, like you have your 30, 60, 90 plan, but if you don't have the time to reflect on yourself, then how can you ask somebody to really ask for you?
Perfect. I think that brings us to the next section, which is measurement. Now you're ramped up. How are you gonna get measured and move up the chain, huh? So my suggestion is just pretend to work. Take your boss for coffee, dinners, whatever, and also talk shit about everyone else. Kidding. All right, so we start that way.